Yeah, what I pick up, there are three loose forwards. Dion Fourie, Hachiva Daimani, and Ruas is a brilliant combination. One is playing a lot to they're all very quick. But when the other two are on the edges, there's always dynamite. Link them with Hudsenberg and these players. And I know we're playing Northern Hemisphere teams, but their variation and the way they play they'll beat Southern Hemisphere sides as well in Super Rugby. I want you to have a look at this kickoff. Now, normally, traditionally, 9 out of 10 teams from there will set it up and come with a box kick and play conservative and make it a 50-50. Not this team. I love what they do. For argument's sake, it's high-risk rugby they're playing. People would say, I love it because now they're controlling the numbers. Edinburgh's got 3 guys, their wingers wide and back, and suddenly, Libbok again with brilliant passing, all left hand by the way. Damian Willemse is brilliant. The backs win their own ball there, and this, for me, is great organisation. They take it to the edge, right to the edge. There's your 3 forwards with Mani sitting behind. Now have a look how he controls it as a general. With the 3 forwards in the midfield, he'll wait for it patiently, the carry will come up, and now he organises. You back, you in front. And he knows exactly he wants to hit Neetling Fourie there. Brock Harris will clean, and he's in motion. Now what I love about this one, he calls a skip pass, and now it's magic. There's your 2 loose forwards, Dion Fourie, Daimani and Hudsenberg there on the wing, and now he'll call for the inside ball, and I just love it. There's one little thing they've got to fix here. Once there's a line break, you've got to get behind the ball and clean on the ball. You can't run past the ball, and that for me is a concern. They had 4 or 5 line breaks like these, and then they overrun the ball. So, but if your mindset is to offload and to play that happens, I just love that. Have a look again what happens here. There's the interlinking between 10 and 15 on the right foot. Libbok said, you kick it, you're a better player, because if you not kick it out, they kick back, and now we counter. They kick, we punish them, and that's what I love.
Watch them working back.
Look at the working back and the interplay, Nick. The interplay is brilliant. Oh, man. Blommetjies, he's working well. They're off the ground. Great young hooker play, supporting him there. So for me, this is Stormers rugby, ball in hand. And now, guys, this is a pinning per excellence. Look at him. Knowing the inside guy is there, not turning shoulders, not coming sideways. Brock Harris runs a good support line. Look where's all the Edinburgh defenders. 8 of them trapped in the blind. I just love it. Now, when the kick comes now after this, you'll say to me, why kick this? I say, great. Why? Because now they're isolated at the back. We can put 3 guys on them. There's the runners. Now you can kick. So don't tell me don't kick. You got to know when to kick. And that, for me, is brilliant, brilliant stuff. So, Dobbo, you and the Stormers, Davie Snowman, as I mentioned before, Zito, the forward coach, the defence coach, Locker, all of you, I think you guys are setting a trend here that we'll have to follow and recognise. Guys, and for me, getting excited about the Stormers team.
You are.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Sorry about that.
I love it.
I'm not looking at the jersey per se.
No.
I'm looking at the spaces, how they control it.
Exactly.
And who was the who was the man?
Orchestrated 10.
That 10.
Yeah.
That 10.
And the points that he makes all good points. But I mean, the real point that I think is important for the supportive runners to understand is when there's a line break, get in a V behind the player so that you're not in a straight line. As you said, you've got to support. They're working back. So as the guy goes past, everyone's running onto them well. But once there's a line break, they've got so much speed, they run up next to the player. And if he gets caught in a tackle, they overrun it so they aren't there to clean or they aren't there to take the pass. So once there's a line break, you've actually got to come in like, you know, how birds fly, you know, one in the front and then 2 guys on either side. That's exactly, as a support runner, you must see the number on the guy's back. You can't be seeing his shoulder. Yeah, you've got enough pace to give him time to make the pass.
What was it called? The little triangle story, little V support line.
No, that's right.
The diamond formation.
Diamond formation.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's a nice thing to visualize as a player. You know, as you running into, if you see your player's line break, he's got a fullback to beat. You don't necessarily have to be right next door to him. You can come, you can be support, and then you avoid the forward pass. If the guy decides to step, he has still got time to play out of contact. They also, you know, and if he goes to ground and hasn't passed, which is a big error, at least you're there to clean and make sure that you win the ball.